Welcome to the continued part of the lesson. I want to quit the I.C.S. This lesson is about a letter written by Subhash Chandra Bose, the great leader of our nation. Why he wants to quit the I.C.S. even though he had attempted it first time and selected, but why he wants to not to work in I.C.S. It is the great examination, one of the great service to the nation. But even though he didn't wanted to serve, why? Because he didn't wanted to serve under British people. So he wants to quit and join Congress and wanted to contribute to the nation. Let us see what is the content of the lesson still more in this lesson written by Subhash Chandra Bose to the Union Society, Cambridge, 16th February 1921. This letter is written on 16th February 1921. Sir, my name is Subhash Chandra Bose. So he addresses as Sir, my name is Subhash Chandra Bose. I am probably a stranger. A stranger is not known. He is a new person to you, but you perhaps recognize me if I tell you who I am. You may recognize me if I tell myself who I am. He says like this and also continues, I am writing this letter to you on a very important matter. But before I come to business, I must first prove sincerity. Before I come to business means before entering to the this person to whom this letter is written, Deshabandhu Chittaranjan Das. He wanted to show his sincerity, prove his sincerity, and says, therefore I shall first introduce myself. He wants to introduce himself in front of him. In the next stanza, in the next paragraph, my father, Mr. Janaki Nath Bose, is a practicing advocate at Cuttack. In which city his father was working as advocate? Advocate is a lawyer, famous lawyer, practicing as lawyer in Cuttack, Cuttack. One of my elder brothers, Mr. Sharat Chandra Bose, is a barrister of Calcutta High Court. See, one of his elder brother. What is his name? Mr. Sharat Chandra Bose. What was he working as? A barrister in Calcutta High Court. In 1919, I passed the BA examination and got a first class in honors. So he passed in BA in the year 1919 and got a first class in the honors in the set of examination honors in the subject honors in the BA. I arrived here in 1919. In the month of October, I passed the civil service examination in August 1920 and secured the 4th place. When he came to the month of October 1919, he passed civil service. In the month of August 1920, he secured 4th place. In June this year, I shall take the examination in moral science tripos. It is also a set of examination. He took the examination. Tripos is a set of exams. The same month I shall get the BA degree here. Also in the same month also He wrote the exam and got the degree of BA. So like this he go on giving his about qualifications, what exams he wrote, and what degrees he secured. Next he continues, now I shall come to business. Now he wants to tell about why he wants to quit, what is the matter to quit the I.C.S. I have no desire at all to enter government service. See, people almost all work to give service in government service, but Subhash Chandra Bose, didn't wanted to join the government service. I want to quit the I.C.S. I know very well that if after quitting the service I plunge into national work with determination, I shall have plenty of work to do, like teaching at the National College that you have established in Calcutta, writing and publishing books and newspapers, organizing village societies, spreading education among the common people, etc. See students, all these work he wanted to do, but he didn't wanted to serve only government service, but he wants to quit I.C.S. and work with determination, with the definite determination. So doing all this plenty of work, like teaching at National College, which was established in Calcutta, and writing the books, publishing books, newspapers, and motivating the people, giving awareness in the people, and organizing village societies, spreading education among the common people. So like this he wanted to give information to the common people. Next he continues as, I would like to know that what works you may be able to allot to me in this great program of national service. So he wanted to know what kind of work he gets from him in this great program of national service. Of education and intelligence I have but little, but I believe I have the enthusiasm of youth. He also says he also have the intelligence. He can also serve in the National Congress with great enthusiasm, with great interest of youth. As regards my education, I have read something of philosophy because that was my honors subject in Calcutta, and I am doing the same subject in my repose here. So that was, he also studied, he says that he read something about philosophy. He also studied philosophy. It was one of the subject in the honors subject in Calcutta, and I am doing the same subject in my repose here in this set of exams repose. Thanks to the civil service examination that I have had an all-round education up to a certain standard. So he wants to, thanks to the service examination, civil service examination, for what he got, all-round education. He got all-round education up to a certain standard. He also got knowledge studied, which he was studied in the economics study, political science study, English, law, Sanskrit, and geography. Look children, we are studying only how many subjects? That too basic things we are studying. English, Hindi, Kannada languages and mathematics, social science and science with the basic concepts. See about this great leader. What things he studied. He got education, all round education. So he continues, as I desire to give up service with clear-cut plans. If I can do it, that I shall not have to spend time not knowing what to do. I shall be able to enter the field of work immediately. So he desires, he wants to give up service. He doesn't want to give the service in such clear-cut plans, but he wants to do which he spend time with the knowledge and can work, which can work for the field of work. And continues, I am now in a sense a government servant because I am now I.C.S. probationer. I did not dare to write to you directly lest my letter should be consoled. I am sending this letter through a trusted friend of mine. So he says, as I am now a sense of government servant. He had knowledge about the government rules and regulation because he was I.C.S. I did not dare to write. Even though he passed I.C.S., being a I.C.S. probationer, he doesn't want to write. He doesn't want to write the letter directly to him and should be censored. Censored means verified, checked by some people to be clarified. I am sending this letter through a trusted friend of mine. So he didn't wanted to censor his letter by some people because it was government ruled by British people. It was British government. So he sent this letter with a trusted friend, very best friend. He will deliver the letter personally to you. Whenever I write to you, I shall be doing so in this way. So whenever I wanted to give the letter, he will do like the same. He want to send with his friend. You may of course write to me because there is no danger of letters being censored here. So he also expects the letters written back him to give reply. He continues after giving the reason and what kind of works he wanted to give for the nation. As I have a few ideas in my mind regarding the movement. I think there must be a permanent meeting place. We must have a house for this purpose. There will be a group of research students who will be carrying on research on various national students who will be carrying on research on various national problems. On various national problems, he wants to make a group of research. So, in his mind regarding the movement, he thinks there must be permanent meeting place because as and when he wants to join the meeting to give the information what was he must do. So my personal view is that we have to maintain a permanent staff. He also suggests as they should have to maintain a permanent staff members. They will do research on individual problems. Booklets will be published in every provincial language by the propaganda department and will be distributed free among the general public. So it should be written in a provincial language by the propaganda department. It should be easy to read for the people and distributed freely among the general public. Apart from that, a book will be published by the propaganda department on each and every question in our national life. So whatever question rise in the national life, he wanted to give the reply. That was the propaganda in the department. In such a book, the policy of the organization will be explained and grounds on which such a policy had been formulated will also be given. So in such policy, the organization will be also explained and that grounds on what basis such policies are formed. Everything is how they are formed, everything is mentioned. So he also says, I have written so much. These questions are not new to you. I feel that tremendous work lies ahead of us in connection with the moment. So he also says he has written so much in this and these are all questions new to the person to whom he has written the letter, and he also feels tremendous work lies. There is plenty of work ahead to be done in connection with the moment. If you wish so, I shall probably be able to make some contribution in this respect. So he wants, so I shall probably make some contribution. So probably he will do something. Definitely he serves for the country. Contribution in this respect. With this matter, he wanted to serve the India and not for the government. He didn't want to become a government servant. So like this, he writes the letter and says about his qualification, what degree he made and what kind of education he got, all sort of knowledge. Even though he studied all the subjects, including economics, political science, English, law, Sanskrit, geography, everything he got knowledge. But taking all these knowledge, he want to give something contribution with this respect to the nation. So he is the national hero. So I say he is the real national hero. And says lastly, this is how the letters were written in the early days. I am yours respectfully, Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay. How he wrote the letter is the lesson number 7. I want to quit the I.C.S. Indian Civil Service Examination. I.C.S. is Indian Civil Service Examination. Thank you. Have a nice day.